Okay. Hello, hello, hello. It is the last day of the month. I am so excited. We are crushing June, closing out June. I can't believe July 1st is already tomorrow. That means that the first half of the month is already gone. Like that's it. We're second half or month, sorry, year. First half of the year of 2026 is already gone. We are jumping into the second half of 2026 starting tomorrow. How crazy is that? Okay, so I did ask Jackie, I just asked everybody to drop below some things that they accomplished this month that they're proud of. Sending birthday samples, thriving for free, customer conversations from post, having potentials already lined up for next month, thriving for free at Cab 4, 20 new friends. I love that. I love if you're just jumping on, drop down below what are some things that you accomplished this month that you're proud of. It doesn't, find something that you're proud of. Maybe you didn't hit the goal you wanted. Maybe you didn't cab at what you cabbed last month, but there's got to be something that you're proud of. You have to find it because if you're not proud of something that you're doing and all you're doing is negating yourself when you don't do good enough, you're going to consistently be more down on yourself and you're consistently going to be in this place that you can't get out of. So you have to find something that you're proud of yourself every day, whether it's the month, whether it's work, whether it's eating, whether it's certain choices you made, you dropped the toxic ex, whatever. Like, what are some things that you are proud of for the month? And I want you to kind of reframe that for your life, find something to be proud of on a regular basis. Okay, now that Jackie's on, we're gonna jump over there. Jackie, we were just talking like end of the month. Here's what I really want to focus on. Closing out June, no matter where you end tonight, tomorrow is a brand new day. Tomorrow is a brand new month. Tomorrow is your opportunity to start over fresh. Don't sleep tomorrow away. So, a couple things. Auto ships, July 5th, auto ships will run on July 3rd. That means that they will run the evening, late evening of July 2nd, right? So tomorrow, if you didn't today, tomorrow you need to be messaging your customers and letting them know. And here's what I do because I know that this is going to happen. I mean, I don't know, but they always do. I text all of my upcoming to auto ship, like the first half of the month auto ship customers, not just the fifth. And I say, hey, I tell the ones on the fifth, hey, just want to let you know auto ships are running early because of July 4th, but we typically always run some kind of awesome special the weekend of the 4th. So if you want to skip your auto ship date and then wait and see what that promo is so that you can snag better bang for your buck, I I will help you do that. Most people are like, "Oh my gosh, thanks for the heads up." And then I message the next two auto ship dates and I say, "Hey, I don't know for sure, but there's usually a promo July 4th, so I will text you as soon as I know. Keep your phone handy." I'm like letting them know you're going to get a text from me because there's going to be something and you're going to want to pick it up. So, all right, Jackie, I'm going to let you kind of take that over on closing out, like last minute tips for closing out tonight. And then starting, hey, what does tomorrow look like?
Yes. So, I mean, all the things that Amber said, right? I just went over this stuff this morning on my call. And, like, I normally, like, month end for me is like a 3 day event for sure, right? It's like at the very least a 3 day event because it really does take time to, like, talk to people, right? Like, if we're reaching out on the very last day of the month, don't get me wrong, I am definitely reaching out on the last day of the month for all the people that I'm talking to, but it really should be the first or the last couple days of the month, right? My favorite time, like this is kind of like how my brain works, is I will reach out to anyone that's referred somebody because I want to get them thriving for free, right? When you can get your people thriving for free, not only are they going to get an order in for you right now, but they're going to get credits that they're going to be able to use for next month, right? So thriving for free is always a really big priority for me at the end of the month. That's when I get really creative. That's when I start asking for referrals a whole bunch. We're near the last couple hours, right? Normally during this time, like for me, right now, I'm doing a lot of waiting room and working with the newest people. So if you have anyone who is signed up that's new, they definitely have stuff in their waiting room. There's definitely things that maybe you can move and work with. Really, I always see month end as kind of like buttoning up everything, right? We're buttoning up everything. We're closing out some of the bonuses and stuff. But very much of what Amber said, wherever you are at in your business, right? Like even if you're not where you want to be, don't hold back any sales for next month, right? Don't hold them back. Just tell them now because the same people that are going to order right now, they're going to order at the end of next month. And you don't want to get into the habit of it always waiting for like the next couple, days or weeks or whatever, right? Like take into consideration like shipping and all this stuff. Like similar to what Amber said, I did reach out to all my auto ships that were going to be on July 5th because since it is running early, I've used that opportunity. I told all my customers, I said, "Hey, you have an auto ship that's running, right? I'm like, why don't you go ahead and turn it off and go get the deal that's happening right now, right? Because they're getting freebies. They're getting some freebies, so I'm having them turn off their 7.5 auto ship, and I'm telling them to order now. I'm not even telling them, oh, we might get a BOGO, because I want them to order now. I'd rather them just act now, get their order now, right? Turn off their auto ship that will run on the second. Because I promise you, as soon as that auto ship runs, like we're gonna get like another email from Lavelle, right? They're gonna be like, ah. So I'm either gonna, and some of them are smart, but think about this too. Not all of your customers have the luxury of being able to have somebody to tag, right? So some of them maybe they do prefer to have a solo order, where they can just order themselves and their order not be dependent on tagging somebody, right? So just keep that in mind. Every sale that we have, like there's not one sale that's better than the other. It's just, it's just who is this sale for? Who is it better for? And yeah, and then since it is month end, like it's not too late for you guys to like if you have credits in your account right now. One of the things that I do at the end of the month is I message all my people and I say, hey, like, do you need to order? I still have credits. I want to get rid of all of them. Whatever I give you, can you just please spend it all, right? And it could be $50, whatever you want to give them. Just tell them, hey, please spend it all. I'm getting rid of all of them now, and send it to them. And like a lot of my customers are like, great, like I literally just ran out. Like this is perfect timing, and they're going in there and they're spending the credits. And guess what? It's getting me close to. It's getting me close to finish off my cab 20. Right? I'm literally 2, 3 customers away, right? Where and there's credits in 2 people's accounts already, and I just have one more that I have to close after I get off this call, which is fine, right? Like that's doable. Like I have a plan. Um, this morning what I talked about was when you wake up and you're starting to get your day thriving, do you have a plan, right? Very simple. When I go into my cloud office, I literally look at my dials, I write down all the things that are my next goals, and I will start filling in names to exactly what I need, right? Like if I'm missing 3 customers or 5 customers, right? I'll say like I don't just stare at it and look at it. I'm like I'm missing 5 customers. Let me write down names, and that's where I get intentional to actually reach out to those people. And it happens because if you're not that intentional, it's just a wish, right? It is literally just a wish. But if you make a plan and you know that you need 5 customers, you write down those 5 names. The next step after writing down those 5 names is reaching out to those 5 names, right? And you're gonna get the yeses, you're gonna get the ghosts, and you're gonna get the later on tonight, you're gonna be like, oh my God, I just saw this, right? But you know what that does? Even the ones that don't answer you in time is going to help you start the next month, right? Because tomorrow's the first. They're going to be like, oh my God, I saw your message late. And you know what you're going to say? You're going to say, great. Well, I can still help you. I still have a deal for you. Or I don't have credits right now, but I'm about to get reloaded, right? So your momentum, like what Amber was saying, your momentum that happens at the end of the month, it will definitely carry through. It'll carry through, right? So, anyways, there's that. And, waiting rooms are going to close in like an hour and 45 minutes. So, some of you guys may have stuff in there, some of you guys may not. If you guys don't know how to work your waiting rooms, like just reach out to your uplines. Today, I've been getting screenshots all day. Like, I have instructed the team, right? I said, hey, I'm like, if you need me, don't just message me and say hi. Like, don't just message me and wait for me to respond. I said, send me screenshots and literally send me exactly what you need. That way, we don't have, delays going back and forth waiting for acknowledgement, right? We want progress. So if you guys do need that help, you guys don't be afraid to be direct with your uplines, be direct when you need help. Send the screenshots. And even if it's saying, like, I don't understand what this dial means, can you please help me? Right? Because I promise you, if somebody sees it, see, they're calling me, they're going crazy. Hold on one second. Okay. Um, yeah, so yeah, if you do need help, right? Like, and you don't understand something, like, don't just stare at it and wait until somebody's going to help you, because nobody's coming to save you. Just ask directly, hey, I don't understand what this is. Like, how do I fill this dial? And you'll things will start moving along. So anyways, there's that. So we have that, and then what else? I think I talked about, like, if any of you guys, like, you know sometimes people get into the habit where they're so far away from their goals, right? That they stop, like, doing things. Like, they stop getting certain legs activated, right? They're like, oh, I'm not going to hit it anyways, so I'm not going to message so and so. And, like, you know what I mean? You can't get into those habits, because if you do, you're going to fall even further back, right? Oh, I'm not going to get to 4K today, so there's no point in telling so and so that she's not active. Or, we don't want to get into those habits, because we always want to build, right? We always want to build on the foundation that we have, even if we fall short, right? You want to build a foundation, and you want to keep people as active, thriving as possible, right? Not just when you need them. You want people to be on this product, right? You want people to be on this product, and whether it's going to help your paycheck or whether it's going to help your rank or not, right? We have to remember that when we're doing the reach out, it's for them, right? It's not necessarily for us. So anyways, there's that. And what else, Bestie? Anything else you can think of?
Well, I will say, like, just hearing you say that, I have never messaged someone about their qualified and active status to help me. I message them because I see, oh, shoot, you're $40 away, or you're one customer away from getting, QA at your paid rank or whatever. Like, I see those things and let people know, because I'm here to help them. In this business, we help people feel better. We help people bring in an income, and we just help people have a better life. So if you are making what you do in your business about you, if you switch that and reframe that thinking to what you're doing to make it better for others and helping others and putting others first, you're going to see a huge change in your business. You're going to see people grateful, people, gosh, oh my gosh, thank you so much for letting me know. And people that are like, oh, I really needed that. And they're going to come back and they're going to say, oh my gosh, it's great to build here. It's great to work here with, to be building with Amber or whoever, working with Twin, working with Larissa, working with Jackie. Like, I want to build with the people that put other people first. And so that is, I think that's such a huge reminder. Jackie, okay, let's kind of shift and do quick interview status. You are bringing in a whole lot of new people. You are also uh, waking up the dead and and bringing people home. There's a lot of people that have come home that used to be here, and life happened or whatever. Tell us, let's talk that. And then we'll talk about the new people. How are you attracting and bringing in back home people?
Well, I mean, it's all relationship based for sure, right? And the biggest lesson that I've learned, this is key. Okay, this is really key for anybody that's here. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys that are here are, and you know what, if you guys can type it in the chat just so that I know who's here. How many of you guys have been here for like years? And is there anyone in here that's like fairly new? Okay, I want to know who's new. I want to know who's been here for a long time. Oh my goodness, Ashley, 8 years, me too. Actually, today's my 8 year anniversary. My Thrive anniversary is today. It is today, and it was like burn launch. My sponsor's on right now. Twin is here, and thankfully she didn't give up posting. And yeah, she's 9. Yeah, yeah, it's me today. And I literally, like, I got back onto the product, right? Like, she was posting, and I didn't have a good experience the first time that I tried it, and it had nothing to do with Twin, right? Twin sent me all the right things. She told me, she's like, you feel like crap because there's a lot of toxins and you got to drink water. And I didn't listen, right? I was someone who drank like lots of big coffees. And, she was sharing consistently. And there were a lot of things along my journey that I had to watch, right? I watched a lot of things. Like, I watched one of our uplines, with her in like Cabo probably, and I thought it was so strange. I'm like, Twin, like, these people look nothing like our friends. Like, how are you like mingling with these people that are like nothing like us, right? So it was really like, there were a lot of aha moments. And like, is this real? Like, Twin got a car, Twin was going on vacation, Twin was walking the stage, and it was crazy. It was a very interesting thing to see for my friend, right? And there's a lot of you guys here who your friends are watching you, right? And like, but anyways, like, so I was not somebody that just came out the gate like running. I was a dead promoter at Twins level 1 for 9 months, and she had to keep on sharing and being consistent. And I always say this, okay? I always say this, and hopefully this gives you guys hope, okay? I am an introvert. There's the first thing, right? I'm an introvert. Yes, I'm business minded. Yes, this business has changed me. It's
Which
turned
is
me into
so
who
hard for me to believe.
now, right? But this business really changed me, and it's like, I want you guys to really think about this. Whatever it is that you're good at, like, if you have a job, you're an expert at your job, right? Whether you're a secretary, whether you're a medical coder, whatever it is, maybe you've been there for years, you are an expert at your job. It's no different with becoming a thriver, right? One day you will be an expert at being a thriver. How? Not from studying, not from doing all these things, literally from doing putting the products into your body every day, having your own experience. And I always say this, the only experience you need is your own experience, right? That's all you need. It's honestly the best. But you know, like, something that I learned in the last little bit is you have to get out of your bubble, right? You have to get out of the mean girl kind of stuff. You have to get out of the sheltering. You have to be open, but you have to be grounded and rooted, right? You have to be open, but you have to be grounded and rooted. And that was exactly how I was able to bring in new people. Because when people left our business, I didn't say, "Oh, she's not with our company anymore. I can't be friends with her." I did not do that, right? I kept friendships, authentic friendships, right, with people who had left to other companies, and when it was time for them to come back, like, I didn't even have to say, "Hey, you need to come back." They were knocking on my door, recruiting themselves, saying, "I'm ready to come back," or, "Hey, I need the product," right? So that is one of the main things that I can share with you. Recruiters will recruit themselves, right? And the more consistent that you are with your business, and you know what I mean, the more authentic you are, the more consistent that you are, like, those people will come to you when they're ready, right? But they're not going to come to you if you have been, not sharing. They're not going to come to you if they feel like, like, there are certain things. So anyways, I did bring some people back. And and luckily for me, like, I am very much more of a systems person than I am like a recruiter. And some of my partners, they're like, "Jackie, you don't do any cold messaging?" I said, "No, why would I do something like that?" And they're like, they don't believe me. They're just like, "How is that even possible? How have you built so much success without ever sending a cold message?" And I said, "Because, like, my friends are my friends, and I just build relationships first, right?" And it's just as simple as that. If you like I don't reach out to people, just to be completely honest. Once they're already in my system, and they're already talking to me, and all those things, and they're already like, they've already ordered with me, then yeah, I'll reach out to them all day. But as far as like prospecting people who have never ordered with me, like, they're the ones that come to me, right? They're the ones that get curious, and then at that time is when I actually assume a sale, right? But it is a fact, I don't do any cold messaging. I don't even say, "Hey, have you heard of Thrive?" I don't even say any of those things. And that, to each their own. I mean, I have business partners that do plenty of cold messaging. I have business partners that, if people are in their stories, you will get a message from them, right? Because they will say, hey, are you thriving yet? Hey, are you thriving yet? So, there's more than one way to the beach, but you gotta, take the path that really fits you, right? The one that you feel most comfortable walking on. Um, so anyways, there's a little bit of that, but bringing people back, um like, we need to not overthink this. There's a lot of people who maybe left for whatever reasons. They may have been taken by somebody to another company. They may have just fallen off the product, and maybe their leadership's not active anymore. There's a lot of reasons why people leave, but I promise you it's not because they hate Thrive, right? Very few people leave because they hate Thrive. Most of the time it's because they had an icky experience, or something happened in their business. There was some type of drama, or just something. Maybe life got in the way. Maybe their leadership wasn't active anymore, and we're finding that that's most of the most of the time it's that, right? And when they do want to come back, you literally just like, you just ask them like, hey, do you miss thriving? It is just as simple as that. Some people are just waiting for you. They're waiting for somebody to come and ask them, hey, do you miss thriving? Right? Like, there's so many people where in the back of their mind they're like, I have been thinking about coming back. I really do miss it. And some people, they might even still be on the product like a little bit, like capsules only or something like that. I honestly, I find that a lot of the people that fall off, it's crazy because maybe they're not on the full thing, but they're still ordering the capsules. They're still ordering the capsules every month and every, so um, I mean, do you guys have any questions? Like, anything that you guys are struggling with too? Because yes, it's just, once you get the ball rolling, it's just about helping people, right? Like, sometimes it just takes that one person to come into your business, and then you're helping them, and then you help them to the rank. And because we're at month end right now, there have been a lot of changes. I think that one of the biggest tips, if you guys are hearing this and you guys are like, I really need to get back on track with my business, right? The first thing I want you guys to do, I'm infamous for giving homework on calls, is I want you guys to get acclimated with what Labelle has to offer again, right? Because there's a lot of things. There's the lifestyle bonuses, there's the cab bonuses, and you see these things, you hear these things, but do you understand how to get these things? Do you understand where you are right now currently? Because you're not starting over from scratch, right? You actually have a foundation, right? You might have old 4Ks that are in your business that if they just pop to 4K again, boom, you would get a lifestyle bonus, right? It is just that simple. It's just, so I want you guys to really get acclimated with what Lavelle has here. Um, because it happens, right? Sometimes you'll fall off of your business. Sometimes things will get hard, and you kind of get stuck and stagnant at the same exact thing where you have your team that's ordering, but maybe they're all just ordering for themselves. And I've seen, like, whenever I see that the volume and stuff drops off, it's not that people aren't thriving anymore. It's that they're not sharing it anymore, right? They're not sharing it. They might be posting it, but they're not sharing it, and that's the key, right? So I am really, really big on like the two and two, right? Like the two and two. So it only takes two people to get somebody thriving for free, right? If you got two people, you can get $200 and 200 in credits by the following Tuesday. So really lock in with that type of like verbiage, because when people hear it only takes two people to do something, like, that sounds so simple, right? Two people to thrive for free, two people to hit your VIP, two people for you to earn an extra $200 by the following Tuesday, and an extra 200 in credits. Like those numbers are crazy. Like, there's no other company out there that makes it that simple for somebody to have such a high reward, right? In a short amount of time. Like, there's companies out there that wait all month to get paid, right? We're getting paid every Tuesday here. So it is really true. So just really keeping it really, really simple. And something else that is huge with why there's so much success happening is because there's so many people out there, you guys, that are actually hurting, right? There's actually people who are really, really hurting. They can't pay the bills, they can't keep the lights on. And, when they see an opportunity that is free, when they see an opportunity that's good, when they see somebody who's excited about what they're doing, they are desperate to do anything. And not that we want people that are desperate, right? But this is somewhere where if somebody is in really desperate times, we really have tools to help them. So So really, really, like that's basically what it's been. And if you can get like I would just focus on that system every single week. Every single week that you guys are here, I want you guys to focus on getting somebody else paid, right? Focus on getting somebody else paid. Every week, that's your homework. Get someone else paid. So if you have somebody that's new here, even if that's a customer, getting them to thrive for free, right? But focus on getting somebody else paid, because if you can focus on someone else getting paid, you're going to get paid, right? Your team's going to start growing. And it's easier to grow with new people and new momentum than it is what you have currently, right? That was a big lesson that I learned. And like I have a really amazing existing team. But when I saw the new ones come in and how like quickly they were moving through things, because they have that much more people to like talk to about Thrive, right? If you've been here for a while, it almost feels like your whole network knows that you're thriving, right? It kind of feels like that. So I really had to and I was challenged a bunch because there was money on the line for me and my family, where I had to go. I went, and here's some hope for you guys. This year, okay, so January of 2026, I had never hit higher than cab 10 ever, right? Ever. Even February, I had never hit higher than cab 10. March comes around, and I had certain things where my lifestyle bonus was like it was all there, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, like if I just get cab 30, I'm going to be able to get the 200K lifestyle bonus." So, I had to like force and jump from, like when they say jump, you say you jump, right? I had to jump from cab 10 and not being a solid cab 10 person ever, right? Never. It's like if I'm five, or if I miss it completely, it's just like very spotty. Like I had a very spotty cab track record, right? I had to go from that to earning cab 30 and doing it for 3 months straight. And I mean, it literally sucked the life out of me, but it was so worth it. And it gave me a big funnel of people to help. And I mean, and lots of no income claims, but it did give me a lot of like opportunities for the big bonuses and stuff, right? So I it was a big relief that now I don't have to hit cab 30. But guess what, even though I don't have to hit cab 30 anymore, this month I'm still going for cab 20, right? And it wasn't like, when I was going for that cab 30, people were like, how did you go from nothing to cab 30? It was all from referral. It was all asking for favors. It was all asking for, hey, like, can I get you thriving for free? And really, like, whenever I see this too, it is month end. And I don't know if you guys have people in your team that have a ton of credits. Whenever I see that, I'm like, oh my God, go get rid of your credits. Stop hoarding these credits. There's so much credits sitting in the system. And I want you guys to think about this. Lavelle has invested so much money into us, right? When they give all these credits away to us, they've invested so much money into us. And the real teams that are growing a bunch, they're learning to give it all away, right? Make sure you give it all away. Get strategic with your credits, right? I have a girl on my team. Well, she gives all her credits to her brand new promoters, and she makes them go VIP. Why does she do that, right? Oh, by the way, July's coming up. This July is the last month that we're going to be able to get the VIP resets, right? Last month for VIP resets, which I'm sure they're going to be very missed. But right now they're doing a credit match, right? So if you help somebody and they go VIP, you're going to get a credit matching bonus. So any credits you have laying around, definitely disperse them out to the teams. Just help as many people as you can, right? It goes such a long way. Like don't be stingy, right? Don't be stingy. If you got credits sitting there, like get rid of them. If you don't, like, whenever I'm broke and whenever I have no credits, I feel poor. And I don't like feeling like that, right? I really don't like feeling like that. So, if I don't have credits, my goal is to try to earn credits somehow. And, we're really lucky that with Lavelle right now, like, if you did not have any credits to give, if you help five customers, right, you would get credits. Like they're reloading us. You get credits there.
If you hit VIP reset, you get credits. Like there's definitely ways to get credits. And I will say, um, on the credits conversation, you have these credits. I know a lot of people kind of freaked out and kind of put on the brakes when they said, okay, credits don't count in VIP resets anymore, because y'all were just giving away money to get free money to get free money to give away free money to get free money. Like it was just this cycle, and you're just buying everybody's stuff just to get, more credits and all that back, and they just can't sustain that. But
It's over
one
soon. They
one
made it. They made it through.
yes, and one thing I will say about that is that with the PPA, think about what you can do with those credits, right? Think about, like, I'm offering buy a month, get a month, so they have options of either buying 2 months at one time. So then half of that is with credits and half of that is their money. So that amount that they spend minus the credits goes into the dial, right? Goes into the getaway, goes into whatever PPA contest is happening, all the things. Or they can split it up and they can buy the 1 month now with their money and then they get the credits rebate. And the credits rebate, then they can use the following month. So now you have two cab orders. So there's a whole lot of ways to utilize the credits without just, oh, I'm just buying your whole thing, right? So just I want you to be thinking about that when we talk about credits. And then I think that's it. I know Jackie, you're super busy and your people need you and you have to go. If there's any last minute stuff that you or last minute things you wanted to say real quick,
Just, I mean, if you guys have stuff in the waiting room, it's closing, right? In like the next hour and a half. So that's my power hour right
do
now.
not
Just
wait.
yeah, don't wait. Don't wait. And make sure your dials are full. Like how like, I did a recording this morning about the compensation plan. You got to watch it, Amber. I should just send it to you so you can watch it. You could just send it out every end of the month. So like people are like, okay, got it. But no, like there are things, right? Like I always spend the last 3 days of the month filling up all my dials and just buttoning everything up because it makes a big difference, right? With your
Mhm.
paychecks, like it makes a really big difference with your paychecks. Jeez.
Wait, hold on. Okay, smile. Okay, now talk.
And thank you so much, Amber. I flew into Dallas like just last week for another thing, and I went to go stay at Amber's house, and she went straight to business. She literally sat me at the table, and she's like, "What systems do you have? Like, I need these things." And and yeah, I mean, lock in with your leaders. We're so lucky to have present leaders like still here doing it that have seen so many different scenarios. They've seen it all. You know what I mean? Like they've seen so many things, and all eyes. Little thing for you guys, okay? Like we're about to launch Lavelle RX, and all eyes are on us right now, right? All eyes are on us. People who have left, they're like, man, like Lavelle does have the best vitamins. Like there's no denying it. Wherever they've gone to, whatever opportunities they've gone to, you guys just have to know and be so like rooted that what we're about to launch, like, and here's another thing too, like my team is really really close to going 600K, like really close. I'm a little bit red legged right now. I'm missing 180K, but it is a big big deal. And in the beginning of the year, I was imbalanced, and I finished off 1 month as a 12K. I just want to give you guys that perspective of how your business can turn around at any time, right? Like you're gonna have to work through it. It might be hard, but I promise you it'll be worth it. Like my kids during spring break this year, I told them, I'm like, we're not going anywhere. We're not doing anything. They're like, okay, whatever. Like they were like, fine, it's fine, whatever. Like I missed out on so many things just to build this arc, right? Just to build this arc, and it's finally starting to pay off. And there's a lot of things. And anytime that I feel overwhelmed, I tell myself and I just say, this is what you prayed for. Like anytime I feel overwhelmed, I say, this is what you prayed for. You prayed for like this kind of movement in your business, right? Like so I really like whenever I think about like, oh my God, I'm tired. Oh my God, I'm burnt out. And it's like, no, I prayed for this. I need to call this person back, right? And like the most important thing you can do is get on the phone. Don't overthink too much. And especially like, I feel there's a big shift right now happening on social media. A lot of people are not on it, right? A lot of people have an account, but a lot of people are just not on it. They're not viewing things, they're not seeing things, you're not in their algorithms. And the most important thing that you can do in this time is just remember your people and get on the phone, right? Get on the phone, get into their DMs. There is a little bit of a delay. People are not instantly responding. So the sooner you reach out, the sooner they'll see it, right? The sooner that you actually, send the messages, the sooner they'll be able to take the time and respond, right? Like that's the most important thing. Like, some people it takes them a while to make decisions and that's fine, but you always want to build, right? Like just build on your relationships, build on your conversations, and if not now, then when, right? Like they will eventually come around and you guys get ready for the launch. I'm really really proud of the team of what's happening right now and even leaders throughout the whole company because what we've been able to do and the momentum that we've been able to bring back into the Lavelle is happening on just vitamins alone. All this LVRX stuff is just talk at the moment. We haven't seen anything, we haven't seen prices, nobody's poked themselves yet, like you know what I mean? Like so any of the momentum that's happening with Lavelle is just on the vitamins. So you guys are going to see an increase of stuff, right? Are they going to come and sign with you? When people are looking for, who to be with at Lavelle, are they going to come and sign with you? Is really, really important. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for taking the time and listening to me. And happy month end. And yeah, just get as many people thriving for free as you can.
Yes, I appreciate you so much, Bestie. And guys, focus on getting someone else paid. I think that sums up everything. Focus on getting someone else paid. Focus on somebody else driving for free. Focus on what you can do and how you can help others, right? And then that just continues in a cycle, and you'll be amazingly happily shocked at what comes in return. Thank you, Jackie, and thank you everybody for jumping on. All right, see y'all next month.